Hello there people of the internet, my name is Owen and welcome to this brand new video here on Blurb, and today is actually going to be a major update video here for you guys on all three cars basically. So when I say all three cars, I mean one aka HMS Fuming and HMS Nia, as well as HMS Colin, which is the Astra over there. Well, it's going to be quite a busy time for the next couple of months. Fuming is still in limbo, she still has no brakes, but if you remember from the last video guys, Fuming has bad brakes at the moment, and obviously she has the smashed windscreen, as you can see, which is, it's getting worse, but she's covered in dust. As you can see, there's some wiring here, but we've got some bits for Fuming. Things have been done to Fuming since our last discussion. If we squeeze over here, you will note that when we go inside the car, the seat is not actually fixed to the car. It's loose, and that is because I have fitted, or half fitted, should I say, apart from I made a complete cock up on one bit, some underglow lighting. So the underglow lighting kit that I bought, I don't know how well you can see it, it's got to be under here somewhere, there it is there. I fitted it to this side, the rear. I haven't done that side yet. I have done the front, but I've had to cut the wire because I managed to get myself tangled, so hopefully I can rewire that and get that running fine as well. She does need she needs a real good bath. She needs a service as well because the engine is running, but it is running a bit lumpy. She needs new HT leads, but this windscreen is something that we need to do before the MOT. So I'm going to explain to you guys what happened with the brakes on Fuming actually. So I had Jeffro here last Monday, hence why I haven't made a video for 2 weeks now, is because I was actually here last Monday. And I work 5 days a week as well, so I'm struggling at the moment, but I'm still trying to make videos for you guys as an update. So we changed, well, we had to look at the brakes. So we knew it was the bleed nipple that wasn't seizing or wasn't tightening back up, so we couldn't bleed the brakes. So we got some new bleed nipples, put them in, and found out the seals have gone inside the cylinder. So we've took the drum off on the driver's side, the passenger side. We took the cylinder off, but the brake line was completely, well, we couldn't get it off, so we ended up cutting it off on one side, and we managed to get the spanner to get the other side off, which is fine. And most of the time it took us ages to try and get the drum back together because it all fell to bits. We cleaned everything up and we got that sorted, but we had to go back into from Ellesmere to Wrexham to go and get a part, which is it's just stupid anyways. So we got another cylinder just in case that the driver's side does the same thing. We were waiting around for ages to try and get the parts and driving back in two, which tired us all out basically. We were waiting for, you know, Jeffro was sorting out the brakes for me because I won't touch them. Is the upshot of it. I don't like touching brakes. Brakes to me is the most important thing on a car. Never mind the engine, never mind the actual steering and everything else. The brakes is what stop the car. Hence why I don't touch them. So the master cylinder is in. The brake lines are now fitted, so that is fine. That master cylinder is working perfectly fine. The old one just needs to go to the skip when I go to the skip next. So yes, we started on the driver's side, which was exactly the same thing. Put the new bleed nipple on, the seal's gone in the cylinder on that one as well. So we got a new brake line for it anyways. We've put that on, but the other half of the old brake line wouldn't come off, the part that connects near the axle. So we need to get another tool for that, in which case we called it quits and put it back in the unit whilst it still had somewhat brakes, because it took a while to bleed. There's loads of air in the system, and we need to do that again. So yeah, apart from that, Fuming is getting there very slowly. In terms of the story with Fuming, we're hopefully going to get her back out and running either December/January, either this year, next year, because I've got my renewal coming up in December for my insurance, and obviously since I bought the Insignia, my insurance has gone slightly up. It was £126 for the Astra and this, running with all mods declared. Now I'm paying £115 because I've took the multi-cover discount off because I uninsured Fuming, which means my Astra's policy went up again. And then also I've changed the Astra to the Insignia, which means my policy has also gone up slightly more again. So hopefully in the renewal that is going to change, it's going to go lower and I can add fuming back onto it. But I've got fuming's MOT to do yet, so we've got the windscreen, we've got the brakes we still need to do. I've got the jacking point, the rear jacking point to the back of the car that I need to tidy up. I need to have a look and see where this leak is on the exhaust. I need to do a service. I need to sort of look, I need to look at the headlight still, the one where I pulled the light there, pulled the connector out by accident, because that's still being a bit funny. The radiator's working fine, although I haven't took it for a proper test drive to make sure that it's working as, perfectly fine. The top mount should do for now until the next MOT. The car's only done 300 miles this year since it passed its last MOT, and that was just about passing. Obviously I've got to sort the seat out, put that back in once I've done the wiring for the underglow lights, and I've got to wire that back up, sort everything else into the engine bay. There's still a lot to do on fuming before her MOT on the 24th of October. And obviously we've just got into August, so we've got not very long. In terms of the Insignia though, the Insignia is doing pretty dang well. We'll leave the Insignia for a minute. Another thing I've got for fuming as well, I'll just swap you over. I'll just swap you over again. I've got some parts for fuming as well, for other bits. Now I've got a bumper on the side here, but I don't know how well you can see it. I'll have to try and reach for it. We've got these as well. So I need to order some paint on eBay for it. But these are eyebrows for fuming's headlights. So I'm just gonna go over here quickly. The car needs a real good clean. Look at the state of it like. So these will go on here like that, which will give the car a bit of a better look. I'm just looking underneath here. We do actually appear to have a leak there, but look at it. That is actually. I've just noticed something here, guys. Yeah, we're leaking coolant. We are actually leaking coolant as we speak. So yes, so we still got to do stuff with that and all. Oh, flaming hell, fuming. Admittedly, it's not a lot of coolant because, well, the car's been sat here for a little while. Anyways, we'll look at that at a later date. So yes, we've got those eyebrows to go on. And in regards to the Insignia, apart from looking dirty, it needs a real good clean like, but she's doing pretty good as well. Like I say, she is looking a bit dirty. Especially on the front end type of thing anyway. But I'm really impressed with this car. So other than the last video where I said I did 71 to the gallon, she's now on, if I open the door it should come up. I'm hoping it comes up. There we are. She is on, come on, 43,348 miles, and I bought her on 38,000. But she's a really good looking car. And I'm really pleased the fact I even got this. But this is like to save money, but also so I can, sort fuming out a bit more because it's better on fuel, much better on fuel. So I'm very pleased that I've got this car. Now, that's pretty much the update on my two cars. Fuming's still in a state of disrepair, especially with all those cables and everything else. There's loads still that we need to do. But in regards to the Astra, known as Colin, it has a problem and all. So we've got an error, or not even an error, it's come up with an engine management light on this car, which has cropped up again, which is the EGR. Now the EGR is actually a pain in the backside to get on this car in the engine bay. You've got to take off the ground and the earthing, anyways, the earthing of the ECU off the car, move that out of the way. You've got to take the battery out, the battery tray out, to take 4 screws out to get the EGR off, as well as the the actual pipe. And it is such a fiddly job to do. And there's one bolt that's pushing upwards or pointing upwards, and it has one of the bolts for the EGR at the back, and it's hidden out of the way, and you can't get to it. You can get to all the other three apart from that one, but to get that last one off, you've got to take off the grounding or the earthing for the ECU. And I know these 1.4 engines are common for ECU issues, which mean you have to change the clock, the locks, etc. Body control module and the actual ECU that's gone wrong. In which case, I really do not want to attempt it. Now yes, Sarah could take it to a garage and get sorted, but there's multiple other things that are wrong with the car, including the fact that Sarah doesn't actually like driving this car. So, the sad reality is, the reason why she doesn't like driving it is because it's got a sports, not sports, it's a short shifter box basically. And she can't get used to the short shifter box in a car that goes so slow. And she's used to a diesel turbo or a diesel with a long throw gearbox. And I mean, it's a shame because this is a good car, but then it's got another major problem. Even though we did an engine flush, we put the correct oil in, and we serviced it, and it did end up quietening the chain, the car has got louder again, indicating that the chain will need doing soon. And that's an expensive job that she doesn't want to do. So she's losing the love for this car. So at the moment we're just driving it, pottering around, just having a bit of fun with it. But we will be ending up selling this car soon. She wants to get a Citroen DS3 or something of that sort of category, which is a shame. I mean, it's a lovely car. What it's got going for it is the interior is immaculate for its age. The exterior is pretty good for its age, considering it's a 55 plate. It's not an 06, it's not an 07, it's not an 08, and it's not 2010. If you put a private reg on this car, you'll never know what the year is because, well, normally you can tell from the rear lights and the front end, but I really can't tell the difference. But it's got niggly other bits wrong with it as well, which for an old car is to be expected, so we're going to just move it along as spares and repairs perhaps. I don't know how much we're going to sell it for because we bought it for £1,000, but it's got new brakes on it, it's got a new handbrake cable, it's got a clean interior, the car's been serviced, it's had an engine flush, it's had the indicator sorted for the light, it's had some wiring bits done to it, it's had the fan body, the fan module changed, it's had new tyres, all the tyres new, well, are pretty much new all the way around apart from this one here. Yeah, so that car's going to be up for sale at some stage because it was her first car anyway. She is learning how to drive. She still drives it, but she doesn't like driving it, and she's used to driving the diesels as she does on her instructor's car. But that's the update for these three cars anyway. So there we are, guys. I know it's a short video and it's probably not the most entertaining video you've seen on the channel, but it is a little bit of an update. We've got a couple of videos that I'm planning on bringing out soon. One of them is actually one of my mate's cars who's got an Astra J Estate, which is a high mileage car, and it's a 65 plate. We're making a video on that very soon. We were supposed to do it today, but he had an upcoming, well, not even a last minute disruption, should we say, which stalled us on time. So we haven't been able to do that video today, but we will do it another time, and that video will be due out at some stage. Me and Jeffrey will be doing anything to fuming for the next 2 weeks perhaps, so as soon as that's all sorted, I mean, I've got brakes to move it back into to sort all the other bits out, or some other bits out, so I'm not too concerned with that. But I need to get fuming sorted quickly because time is now on the cards. You know, we haven't got much time left now to get fuming sorted, and well, once she's got past her MOT, we can then sort about getting the insurance back on her, putting fresh fuel in her, etc., and going out for a drive and actually driving the car for once. But this is going to be a permanent home, I think, this little unit, because I don't think I'll be able to move her back in two all the time. You know, it might be one of those things where we bring her here and we drive this car instead, perhaps. I'm not sure. I haven't really thought that far ahead. We've still got plenty of things to do. But anyways, guys, that's an insight of what's going on. I know it's another update, and it wasn't long ago that you had a last update, but that's an update on the 3 cars, as well as an upcoming video soon. And I don't think I actually mentioned, but the Astra sold pretty quickly. In fact, it sold within the first week of me getting rid of the car. And I don't think I've actually spoken to you guys about this, but what happened with the Astra, my Astra, the EasyG, is it went, well, I part X'd it, so I got 2,800 for the car. It got cleaned up, should we say. They had the rear exhaust removed, the one that I put on. It had a dent removed on the back, and it's been into the body shop to get rid of some lacquer issues, but since then it's been sold. And the guy who's got it seems pretty happy with it, so I hope that car lasts him for as many years as his last one did. But yeah, that's the update on all of the cars thus far. Anyways, guys, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. I know it's not probably been the most entertaining video, but at least it gives you an insight, and I'm showing you how honest I am about what we're doing with all the cars at the moment. And I could have made a video on Monday about fuming, but I don't think it would have been interesting, because it was just fail after fail after fail, and yeah, you basically get the gist of it anyways. So anyways, guys, until next time, I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Thanks for watching.